Are you staring at a TA job application form thinking, but I've never worked in a school. What on earth do I write? You're not alone. Whether you're switching careers, returning to work, or just starting out, applying for your first TA role without classroom experience can feel like trying to enter a secret club with no password. But here's the good news. You have more to offer than you think, and this video will help you prove it. The first thing you need to do is acknowledge the panic. Trying to push it down or park it to one side will make things feel worse. And let's get real for a second. Lots of brilliant, caring, capable people don't apply for TA jobs because they worry, I've never worked in a school. I'm not qualified. I won't have anything to write on the form. And yet, schools are full of TAs who started exactly where you are right now. So let's break down what you can write to show that you're someone worth shortlisting. And before I go on, I was exactly in that situation when I applied for my first TA job. You know, we all have to start somewhere. And I was in my late 30s when I started. It was after I'd had my two children. So we all have to start somewhere. And this is the place to start today. So, what you can include, even without experience, transferable skills. Now, these are really important. So, think skills you've built elsewhere in work, volunteering, or life that schools will value. So, for example, patience from raising children, caring for a relative, or customer service, communication from retail, reception work, or working with people of all ages, whether that's, that could be volunteering as well, it doesn't have to be paid work. Teamwork from any group setting, from offices to sports teams. Organisation from event planning, admin roles, or managing a busy home. Now, you can convey this by writing on the application form by writing something like, I developed strong communication and listening skills while working in a customer facing role, which helped me remain calm and supportive under pressure, qualities I would bring to a teaching assistant role. Now, any experience with children, even informal, don't dismiss the informal stuff. Schools know that it matters. So, examples of this would be helping in your child's class, supporting learning at home, babysitting, youth groups, Sunday schools, clubs, etc. And you can convey this by writing, although I haven't yet worked in a school, I regularly help my boys with their reading and homework, and I enjoy finding fun ways to support their learning, such as, as in the image there, cooking in the kitchen, lots of different ways to help them learn through doing activities like that. And if you haven't got your own children, maybe you've helped your nieces and nephews, I'm sure there's something that you can write that it demonstrates your experience. Now, personal motivation and values. What matters to schools is why you want the role and what kind of person you are. So, you'd want them to know that you're reliable, that you're calm under pressure, that you're interested in education, and passionate about helping children thrive. And you can convey that by writing something like, I'm excited to support children's learning and well-being, and I'm especially keen to work in a team where I can grow and contribute to a positive classroom environment. So that's acknowledging also that you know that you want to grow as a TA. There's knowledge in that school for you and you want to learn it. Now, structure your supporting statement. So, on an application form, you'll also be asked to write what is called a personal statement, which is a bit more about you and what drives you. So, here's a simple 4-part structure for your application form's personal statement. So, the first part is why you're applying. So, you'd write something like, I'm applying for this role because I have a strong interest in supporting children's learning and development. And you might give a reason why that is. Maybe you volunteered with children and you've seen the potential, what, a good adult can help them achieve, or that you love working with your own children. Write a little bit about why. 2, what you bring. So skills and qualities. So you could write, I bring patience, a calm nature, and excellent communication skills developed through, and you go on to say how you developed those particular skills and qualities. 3, any experience with children, formal or informal. So you could say, I have experience supporting children's learning informally at home, including, and you go on to say what that was. And 4, your commitment to the role. So you could say something like, I'm eager to learn, contribute positively to the team, and develop my skills through training and experience in school. So that is indicating, as I said before, you're willing to learn. Schools love members of staff who are willing to learn. Now, bonus tips to stand out. Mention any TA related courses, even short online ones. Now, there are, a lot of courses out there. Quite a lot of them are free, so you could go ahead and do one of those before your application form. So you could say you've done one. Show awareness of safeguarding. So, for instance, you could say, I understand the importance of safeguarding in schools and the need to follow school procedures. Schools are really, really hot on that. And I have got lots of videos on safeguarding if you want to get some idea. In fact, I've got loads of videos for interviews, filling in application forms. So do have a look on my TA in Control YouTube channel. And it's all free, of course. And finally, use school-friendly language. So phrases like inclusive learning, teamwork, supporting the teacher. So you don't need a perfect background of experience. What you do need is the right attitude, a genuine interest in helping children, and the confidence to show how your past experiences make you the kind of TA schools love to work with. Your unique path into the role is a strength, not a weakness. They want real people, not cardboard cutouts. And that means that you will come with your unique experiences. And as I say, those are strengths, not a weakness. And if you want help writing your TA personal statement so that it no longer feels more stressful than supervising children indoors when, it's raining outside, I created this book just for you. Smashing Your TA Personal Statement is your go-to guide for turning all that self-doubt into a statement that actually sounds like you, confident, capable, and ready to step into your new TA role. Inside, you'll find clear steps that walk you through what to write and why, real examples, so you're not just guessing, practical advice that works whether you're experienced or brand new, and support for tackling tricky bits like limited experience, job specs, or imposter syndrome. And you also get some free bonuses of actual personal statements that are written out for different situations, whether you're, a stay-at-home mum or whatever sort of past experience you've had. I've got real statements that you can use to help write your own. So don't let a blank page on a job application form stop you from landing a job you'd be brilliant at. Grab your copy of Smashing Your TA Personal Statement today and start writing with confidence, clarity, and a little bit of sparkle. I'll put a link to it in the description and comment sections below this video so you can go and give it a closer look. And all that remains is for me to say good luck and see you in my next video.